this is one of the rare occasions where we don't have a game to react to. We have a game to preview, man. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Raw man, talking Dolphins, game preview. Dolphins versus Steelers, Monday Night Football, 8-10. Where are you and where are we when it comes to the Miami Dolphins, sir?
Well, Herbie, it's funny because the way this season has gone, and these two teams, you could say, the old school coach Bill Parcells, once upon a time, he coined the saying, Herbie, you are what your record says you are. And when you look at where the Pittsburgh Steelers are and where the Dolphins are, how they have gotten here to this point, it's like two totally different stories, right? You look at a Pittsburgh Steelers team, Herbie, that was leading their division. It looked like they were going to run away with it, and now the Ravens have managed to fight tooth and nail to be in position to usurp the division from them, right? So now you look on the other end, Herbie, you have this Dolphins team. I want people to consider this. Today, the Kansas City Chiefs have been knocked out of playoff contention. They have no chance of making the playoffs. We started 1-6, and our playoff hopes, depending on this game, are still alive, which just goes to show you how wacky the NFL is on a week-to-week basis. But that's neither here nor there. The beauty of what the Dolphins have been doing lately is that the Dolphins, Herbie, for what it's worth, have been playing some really good football. They've been playing playoff caliber football. And I got two stats that kind of give into what I'm trying to say, right? The Dolphins have been running the football as good as anybody, and they have been defending as well as anybody. And that includes a team that won today that's battling for the division. You know, during this win streak, Herbie, the Dolphins are rushing for a minimum of 160 yards per game, right? Devon A. Chan has been incredible. The guys who have spelled him on reps in terms of Jalen Wright and Ollie Gordon, they have made plays. They have gotten tough yards when we needed them. And then when you look at the defense, Herbie, our defense have held the previous four opponents to 18 points or under in 4 straight games. So right now, the two components of our team that would be best for a playoff push are playing at the highest level. The concern that we have going into the game, Herbie, is Tua has been trick or treat Tua this year. So, you never know what version of Tua you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get the treat version of Tua or the trick. So, a lot of pretty much our playoff hopes are riding on Tua really showing up, because I expect the defense to travel, the running game travels, and listen, Pittsburgh is not a slouch of a team, right? I mean, they haven't been great against the rush, which kind of surprised me. I think they're like 29th ranked in rushing. So, they're I mean in terms of their offense, my bad. Their rushing offense hasn't been great. But Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf are coming off of their best game of the season. Aaron Rodgers, 284 yards, a touchdown, no picks. DK Metcalf had 12 targets, 148 yards. So, I mean, these guys are trying to put themselves in position to steal the division and make sure that the Ravens don't come back to take it over from them. So, Herbie, this game, in a weird way, is a pretty exciting game to watch because there are a lot of implications on the line. There's a lot on the line for both of these teams because the Dolphins put themselves in a position to where they might as well strive to try to make the playoffs, right? Like they are out of the draft number 1 pick, top 10 pick race. So you make the best out of the season that's left, and they have been doing that. And for Pittsburgh, Herbie, I mean, this is a team that they started off 4-1. They've hit a lot of road bumps, and they are. I don't want to say they're on life support because it's not like that. Because the Ravens themselves haven't been quite the team that we thought they would be. But Pittsburgh needs this game. At the end of the day, Herbie, you can't. No, none of these teams can really afford to lose this game in terms of where they want to go. And this could be Aaron Rodgers' last hurrah this season. So I'm sure he doesn't want to go out losing to the Dolphins on Monday night. Interesting thing to note, though, the Pittsburgh Steelers haven't lost a Monday night game since 1991 at home. So this is going to be interesting, Herbie. I say that I think it's about time. I think it's about time that record get broken, man.
I think it's about time that record gets broken. However, I am trying to be very optimistic, so I want to go ahead and give a shout out to one of our loyal followers, one of our loyal viewers, man. And he reached out to me. He said something, man. He's like, "Yo, I get it. We're always so pessimistic about our teams, but why not be, you feel me, enthusiastic about what the Dolphins are doing? We're winning. Who cares about a draft pick? That's irrelevant." And I said, you know what? You're right. The problem with that is I understand why the Dolphins don't play good in the cold Because this motherfucker is serious. I get it. I get it. So I want to be enthusiastic. I want to believe in the Dolphins. But now I also understand why a team from South Florida does not always have their best effort when they come up north and play in the cold. I get it because I don't want to be here. Like, I'm like, bro, people play football in this? This is insanity. Like,
And
I'm like, this should be illegal.
could you imagine Herbie in this type of weather taking a hit?
Oh my God. I
Like
can't
it's
imagine. Dude, there was this lady who was walking across the street and she bust her butt. Her and her homegirl. Listen, she laughed about it. She laughed it off. I know she went to the hospital today, bro. I get it. That was adrenaline, dog.
yeah.
Bro, I know she, bro. If I fall, Rod, if I fall and I bust my ass in this weather, I'm not getting up, bro. Call the
It's a
ambulance,
wrap.
bro.
It's a
It's a
wrap.
wrap. I'm done. So it is going to be very interesting to watch this version of the Miami Dolphins who, has that label of being soft, which I don't think can be applied to them, especially off of the fact that they've been winning all these games and actually in a very good fashion. But it is going to be cold. So
True
we already
Blazer.
got some calls, man. Grown man football. Hey, listen, that sound good. It sound good. That sound good.
Hey, y'all can keep that, man.
Y'all can keep that. Y'all can keep that. Listen, it's 80 degrees at the crib. Y'all can keep this. It is 0 degrees right now. Y'all can keep that. I'm good.
Dude, I remember my days when I lived in Massachusetts, man. And to make matters worse, I spent a good portion of my time there working for the airlines as a ground ops guy, working on the ramp and all that BS with the baggage and all that. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, man, they were and they gave you, and it's not like they just left you out to dry. They gave you bodysuits and sweaters and everything. It gets so cold. It gets to a point, especially when you're outside in 5-degree weather and 4-degree weather. And at Logan Airport, you have the water right there.
Yeah, right
My
there.
boy, to the people watching and to the Bostonians that are watching, y'all know that wind chill by the airport, especially when you work out there, bro. I tell
That's
people all
what
the
it
time,
is.
it
That's what it
doesn't
is.
matter how much stuff you have on, you still getting it. That wind cuts right, it slices
The
right
wind
through you.
cuts right through it. The wind, that's what it is. It's not necessarily how cold it is, right? Like, it's when the wind comes and that thing is hitting you in the face like a brick. It is cutting your face apart.
Burning
My
your
hands
ears.
got so cold up here when I went to Permenti Bros, which is one of the most storied places here. Delicious food, by the way. Shout out to Permenti Bros. If you're ever in Pittsburgh, definitely check out Permenti Bros, right? My hands, because I was trying to, be a degenerate, put a bet in, so I couldn't use my gloves. I had to take my gloves off. It got to the point where I thought, F it, cut them off. You can have them. You can have them. Cut these things off because it burned. It was so cold that my hands were burning. And the Miami Dolphins have to play in that weather. And I do have a new understanding for why the Miami Dolphins in the past have struggled when it comes to playing in very cold temperatures and very cold conditions. It's just different. You have to be a team that is used to practicing in this weather, used to being in this weather, used to really feeling it. It's like such a culture shock, right? And the Miami Dolphins don't normally, like, there's very few times that the Miami Dolphins play in weathers like this. It might be 30, it might be 40, but -2? You see what happened when the Miami Dolphins played in the playoffs against the Chiefs when it was -6. That team did not want to be there.
Bro, Herbie, it's so cold you can't think. It's so cold that all you're thinking of is, man, when the hell am I gonna get off this field? You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Legit. Like, facts.
You don't want to
Facts.
do. And I'll say this, Herbie. That's one of the things that makes football such an awesome sport is the fact that the regions that we live in actually play a factor in home field advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For
Like
sure.
when Buffalo came down to Miami earlier in the year, them
It was
boys
so
were right
hot.
in the face. That humidity was killing them. Right? When teams go to Mile High, they can't breathe because of the altitude. Like, that's the beauty of having a home field. And for the northern teams, Herbie, for the Midwest teams, that cold is an ally. Okay?
It's a huge ally.
It's an ally.
Which is why you don't really see warm weather teams win the Super Bowl unless they are able to get home field advantage. And then once you get to the Super Bowl in 9 times out of 10 is going to be in a warm place. But if you got to go on the road, like, Come on, dog. You got to
Disgusting.
go on the road in this snow everywhere, and then it shows the differences between elite quarterbacks and guys with real tools, right? Like today, we were watching I was watching the Bears game, right, and it was crazy windy, and it was super windy. The ball was going all over the place, but I saw two things. I saw Shador throw a ball that could cut through the wind, and I saw Caleb Williams throw a ball that could cut through the wind. Even stuff like that matters. Like you
Yep.
need real arm strength. You need real arm talent to play in stadiums and in regions like this. Like you got 20 miles per hour wind. If you got a noodle arm, bruh, it's that thing going all over the place,
That
dog. You
baby is
really
fluttering all across the field.
yeah, so it,
Fluttering.
it 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 is incredible to really watch this. Like True Blazer said, this is grown man football, right? Like it separates the men from the boys. Who has the mental fortitude to play through the weather, play through the conditions, play through the nagging, the burning feeling, that real cold, and just could lock in, could be completely focused on the task at hand and say, I'll deal with whatever this crap after the game is done, after we win. So it's going to be an interesting game, man. It's going to be a very interesting game. I do plan on going to the tailgate, but boy, this.
Bundle up as much as possible.
Oh
Please.
boy,
You need to. Believe me.
they really gonna need to, man. So, before we go ahead and transition over, man, do you have a final? Do you have a prediction that you want to give, Rod?
Yes, man. I do have a final prediction. Shout out to the homie Trees Top, our resident Steelers fan who always shows
Absolutely.
love.
Shout out to
You know,
Trees.
this is no shots thrown to your team because to me, honest, given where these teams are, Herbie, these teams to me are about even. You have a team that's
Yeah,
seven
for
and
sure.
six, team that's 6-7. Dolphins are hot. Pittsburgh is getting back on track. I think it's going to be a hard fought game. I do think that I'm going to give it to the Finns, man. I'm going to give it to the Dolphins, man. I think we're going to win a close, tough fought game 23-20. Our defense has been playing some excellent football as of late. The running game has been about as good as you could ask for, and Achane is playing. And the offensive line, especially with Austin Jackson being back, with them inserting Brunskill for the jumbo packages, like the Dolphins have figured out a style of football that works for them, and that style of football often translates. Now, like Herbie said, the cold is going to be a factor, but if the Dolphins physicality and their physical toughness can be translated into their mental toughness, this is a game that they can win. It'll be a tough game because Pittsburgh is not going to be easy in that house, but
It's definitely not going to be easy. It's going to be really rocking. Based off of just being here and being a part of the culture, I get it, right? Like I love going to really rich football towns, sports towns. I went to the Pittsburgh Museum, amazing place. Like you realize that there's real rich culture, and everybody wears this. You walk around, there's Pittsburgh Steelers place paraphernalia everywhere. Everybody's a Steelers fan, right? So it's gonna be rocking. The energy's gonna be insane. But again, I'm right with you, bro. Like I think the Miami Dolphins can pull it off, right? Like this again, it's a one game difference between both teams. So it's not like the Pittsburgh Steelers are this world beater that should just beat the crap out of the Miami Dolphins. Absolutely not, right? Like we are in. It's crazy that the Miami Dolphins are officially in the hunt graphics,
graphic over
graphics,
the teeth.
right? So yeah, they need
Yeah.
it. At this point, we should be rooting for them to win. We should be rooting for them to have the opportunity to win, to make the playoffs. The Chiefs are officially eliminated, and that gave the Miami Dolphins the opportunity to try to make the playoffs. So we'll go from there, man.